stage for now. Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Abby Wolf!
That's his catchphrase. I'm totally going to book Ronnie for my kid's birthday party, just to knock him over, basically. Leaving his CLB checks. Okay, thank you for coming. So yeah, I've got two kids, a combined age of 13, and I've still got very little to not maternal instinct, but it's fine, I'm working on it. But one thing that I do know about being a parent and looking after kids, one thing that I've kind of gathered and always known is that you lie to them, you lie to protect your kids. So, you know, you do the whole, oh no, yeah, of course Father Christmas is real, and oh yes, there's a tooth fairy, and oh sure baby, he's totally your real dad. So I know that stuff, but what I never realised before I became a mum was how much you have to lie to strangers and get kind of trapped in these weird elaborate lies. So I was down the park a while ago with my son, and he starts going, oh, I need the loo. And I was right, okay, just looked around. I knew we didn't have time to get home. I was like, right, just quickly, just go over there then. And he was like, really? I was like, yeah, it's fine. There's a hedge over there. Just nips the loo quickly. So, admittedly, I was kind of distracted. I had this obsession with this website called Mumsnet, and in particular the forums on Mumsnet. So I was looking at these forums on my phone, and just so you know, Mumsnet is basically this website where middle-class mums go to brag about how much they've got their shit together. And they're the opposite of me, these women. Like, they're insanely good at motherhood, and they approach looking after kids with this sweetness and serenity that makes Mary Poppins look like Kerry Katona on ketamine, like they're that good. and so I was like, they're the sort of women as well who kind of they'll make, you know, their own guacamole, like that kind of woman. So my most creative colouring moment was when I got my kids playing Jenga with a box of frozen fish fingers. So completely different vibe. And also, like, they do crafting as well, these women on Mumsnet. Like, they love doing crafts with their kids, and they seem to enjoy it, and they go on these forums and they post these pictures of these beautiful little trinkets that they've made for their kids. And I'm just, again, the opposite of it. I'm a crafting disaster. So I tried to do paper mache with my kids the other weekend. I was trying to do like this paper mache pig. And then the whole thing just collapsed in on itself, and it just ended up looking a bit like a punched arsehole. It was just really and glitter as well. Like, crafting involves glitter, and glitter is like the utter bell end of the crafting world. It's everywhere, and like, you leave your kids alone for 2 seconds, and you come back into your front room, and it looks like a unicorn has snuck in and just jizzed everywhere. so yeah, that side of Mumsnet is kind of wanky. But alongside the bullshit, there's like this little gem of a forum, and it's the Teenage Mum forums, and that's where I go to when I'm on my phone. I love the Teenage Mum forums because they didn't get the smug mum memo, you know, they don't give a shit about guacamole. Like, for these women, you know, for them, like, a snazzy high-end dip is dairy, right? If you go on those forums, if you let slip that you just sent your kid off to school with a multi-pack of dairy and Dunkers because you couldn't be bothered making them pack lunch, they don't think you're a terrible person, they think you're the secret millionaire. It's amazing. So I was in the park, and I was looking at Mumsnet, you know, waiting on some baby daddy's DNA results or something on the forum. And I kind of looked round to my son, thinking, it's taking a while. And I'm like, that's weird. He's squatting to have a wig. And I think, oh, his face is kind of a bit strained. And oh my God, he's having a shit in a park. He's shitting in a park. Right, it just freaks me out. So I've done some mucky stuff in my time. I've pissed in hats, I've been sick in bins, but I've never shit in a park. It just freaked me out. And it's not like a hygiene thing. I'll take my kids to these soft play centres, and I'll look over and I'll turn a blind eye when it looks like they're chewing on some kind of pubic hairballs that are dug up from my ball pool. It's not that, it was just like, there was just a thing about it, you know, and I thought, right, this is London, I could just leave it. But I don't want my kid to think that shitting in a park is alright. You know, like, kind of, you know, like people play music out on their mobile phones and that's okay now. I don't want in a few years' time to be part of this thing where shitting in parks is alright. right, we need to take this, we need to pick this up. And look, we've been feeding the ducks. So I had a plastic bag in my pocket. It had a couple of pan rustiques in it not so long ago, and now it's been used for this, you know, how the mighty fall. and so I went to kind of bend down to pick up this shit, this mighty shit. And let me tell you, my kid's shit's like massive. He called me into the loo the other day, and he was so proud of this one. It was so big. He described it as being like a submarine with hands. It was all like spiky. So I'm bending down to pick up this poo, and then I realise there's a guy who's coming to the park as well. And as I clock him, he doesn't just clock me, but he also clocks that I don't have a dog with me. And because I'm so panicked, I just go, just do my bit to clean up the parks, and then proceed to rummage around in the hedge, collecting other random logs, like some kind of deranged turd hoarder. Whilst he and my son look at me with faces of just utter disgust. So, admittedly, I am a shitty mother at times, but you know, even this was a little bit too literal for me. That's the end of my shit story. Thank you for listening.